Patriots, welcome and thanks for stopping by. This video is going to be a review on our Cbrn gear. Cbrn is an acronym for chemical, biological, radiological, and nuclear. This would be something that my family and I would use in the event of a natural or man-made catastrophe involving chemical, biological, or nuclear weapons. Just going to kind of run through this pretty quick. I'm not going to get into detail of every item. There's quite a bit of gear in here. So let's just go ahead and jump right to it. What do you say? First off, let's go ahead and just do it just like how we would put it on, or how we train to do it. Inside our bag here, in the back, our gas mask. I'm currently running with the M50, Avon M50 gas mask. It's the same gas mask that the United States military is using. It's a pretty good gas mask. I like it. It has a very good field of vision on the front. Got a good seal. You have a hydration system here in the front you can get to. Communications. It's a dual filter system. You can still just run one filter and still keep the other side clean for mount a weapon or while you're changing. Comes with a clear outsert. I've also got each one of us tinted lens outsert if you're out in the sun having a walk. That would be the first thing we would don and put on as part of our gearing system. We would put our mask on, and on the bottom down here I have a brand new set of seal filters. This would be the first thing you'd put on with your mask. Put your mask on, don our filters. I would keep these sealed, until needed. But we do have some that we use for training. This is what they look like as far as that. Again, these are just for training here. They just clip on. You can run one on one side, one on the other. You can run both. They say these are good for about 24 hours. I'm guessing 12. So I'm set up to change these every 12 hours. After we would don our mask, the next item we would put on would be our trousers. And here I have U.S. military issue Desert Camouflage J-list trousers. These are the current up-to-date use that the United States military uses in all branches. We keep these sealed until, again, just like the mask, until needed, but these are what they would look like in desert camo. Everybody's probably seen this. They're resistant to moisture. They come with a suspender system. Button and a zipper fly, dual button, and the inside's lined with the charcoal. This will help absorb any substances that might get through the outer layer of the shell of the suit to prevent from getting on your skin. You can see that. Lighting's pretty bad. That would be the second thing we put on. We put on our trousers, mask trousers. And we put on our over boots. These are boot designed to resist any kind of chemical. So most chemicals can eat rubber, So it's not just like you can't just use a regular rain boot. You'd have something that's designed, and that's what this is issued to the United States military and militaries throughout the world. I keep these sealed, but here's something similar that I use for training. What it looks like here. And these are meant to go over your shoes. That way you know if you had to take off your gear down the road, you still have some shoes on. These are made to, over boots meant to slip over your shoes and just help protect your feet. The next set we would put on would be our coat, chemical protective coat. This comes with basically the same as the pants. It just more or less made for the top here. It has a hood over your head, protect your head. Also has a charcoal lining to help absorb any contaminants that might get into you or get through your suit. Zipper and Velcro front with drawstring bottoms, help pull a nice tight seal around your waist. Also have some protective gloves. These are made to resist chemicals, biological items that could deteriorate and break down regular dish gloves or regular rubber gloves. They look like this is for our training, and they're just a regular military issued rubber glove. They're made to resist chemicals from breaking the rubber down, penetrating through to your skin. There is a inner cloth cotton glove that you wear inside. Helps for sweating. Keeps any moisture building up. Rubber gloves will make you sweat a little bit. Keep the second set just in case one gets torn or ripped. You always get a second set. I also have even though we got the hood running for the mask and the gas mask itself, I've also put a chemical hood. This is I think this is more used for the M40 gas mask, but I put an extra one of these in here just to give another layer of protection over your head, and even your mask. And this is what that looks like. This would go over the top of your head. This would be your mask would ride through here. I'll give you this would go over a lot easier when you're wearing it, but kind of get an idea. Wear over that, give you more protection. There is something that's going to kind of drip down away from your head, because it could be a chemical or biological contaminant. It could be a atomized liquid in the air, and you'd want to keep that from building up around your filters or finding any bad spots on your on your head, or if your hood came off. It's just another layer of protection. If we were to wear a helmet, an ACH that we do have, we could also put this over there to this little hoodie, just like a shower hood you'd wear in the bathroom, but it's same as this hood here. It's designed to help keep anything from permeating through. Protect your helmet, just give your gear a little bit longer life in a bad situation. So inside here I keep 2 more sets of filters. Again, they say that these filters are good for 24 hours depending on the conditions, but it could be it could be a lot of contaminants in the air, dirt, fallout. So I've set it up to where we're going to go 12 hours. So with these right here alone, that gives you a day and a half. And then on the side over here I have another set. and then one more set on this side. So each bag that I put together has 5 sets of filters. So in a 12-hour run on a filter, that gives me 2.5 days. That should give me enough time to get out of the hot zone. Some more gloves with cotton mining. These, you're gonna, depending on your situation, especially if you had to walk your way out, you could rip and tear your gloves. You're gonna be using your hands and feet more than anything, so you don't want to have anything to where you're gonna be exposed. So there's just these are cheap. I think you can get them for like $5 at the online. I think even Amazon, military surplus stores. A roll of duct tape to help seal your gloves around your wrists. Also, when I put the boots on, I slip the boots underneath the bottom cuffs of the pants, and we would tape that area up as well to kind of create a good seal. Keep maps in case we had to walk out, maps of the city, county, state, where you can know where you're at. We're all used to using MapQuest in our phones and in our cars, so it's you might have to get out and do the old school, so you have some good maps. Just a bag if you had anything contaminated, gloves, your mask. You can put that in here to keep it from getting on anything else. I went ahead and threw some suspenders in here. I didn't know if they, your suspenders break or they don't fit. You still got a backup. 1 is none, 2 is 1, 3 is 2. So it's just another option in case your clothes don't fit, your suspenders break. And I threw a belt in here as well. On the front here, I set it up to kind of set this bag also up to be a 3-day bag, a bug out bag, go bag. It's not just for your, this might be the only thing that we can grab if there was an event. There's just, you might not have time to pack or cherry pick what you want. You might just have to grab something and go. So what I've done here is I put like a pair of EMT shears, just in case your clothes don't fit right, or you need to get them off quick, but you don't want to get contaminated. You don't want to get the whatever substance you're trying to avoid on you. You can cut your clothes off. If cut them to fit, like my son's probably a little bit too small for the gear that he has, so I could cut these to fit. I threw a couple snap chem lights on here. You don't know the conditions. It could be at night. If you had a nuclear event, you could lose power. You don't want to be in the dark trying to put your stuff on, so I've got multiple sources of light on here. This is something really cheap. You can leave them in the package, that's fine. I got a whole bunch of these. I can swap these out every couple months, every once or twice a year. Threw a pocket knife in here, a little folding knife. In case you can always use a knife, duct tape, baling wire, knives. And then the nice thing is on the end of this one, it has a little pin that's used to break glass, automotive glass, in case somebody was trapped. Just some ink pens, just in case you needed to write a note, pass it on to somebody else. Always good to have a pen. Write down what time you put your filters on, if you had to take any medication. In here, I have a headlamp. Just for good for if you have to put your gear on again in the dark, or if you had to walk out in the dark, or if you're you're sheltered in place. You got a good light source to put on your head. Is nice. It frees up your hands. It gives you more options to work with your to troubleshoot a problem out, and you can actually put your head to where you're looking. Usually that's where you are. You're looking what you're working on. I also ran because I don't wear a watch all the time, so I put a watch on each bag. That way, it's good to know what time it is. What time you put your filters on, or if you planning to meet somebody, or when's your next break, or you know, a watch is a good item to have. Went ahead and threw some 550 cord on here. This is, you know, again, baling wire, duct tape, knife. You can always use a rope, tie stuff together, maybe to pull somebody out. You know, if there's going to be some reason that you're going to be wearing this, there's probably going to be a lot of destruction down the road you're coming up on, or you might have to climb up or into something. It's good to have rope. It's good light, good cheap rope. And I put a little, again, this is like a 3-day bag, and I put some food in here, some shelf-stable food. It's just hash brown potatoes and bacon, MRE, some salmon, tuna. These salmon and tuna, they can last 2-3 years. These MREs, you guys know that they can last 5 to 10 years. A couple tunas. You don't need to cook them; you can eat them right out of the bag. I threw some Millennium little energy bars in here. It's a spoon, MRE spoon. Little MRE accessory pack. You got toilet paper in here, some gum, toiletttes, some drink mix. What's out here? In here, I put a little canteen cup. And you can hold that together. Hold on, you can use this to cook, purify water. Just a really good, cheap, lightweight item to have in there. Cooking, drinking. Here on the side, I threw in a couple Mylar emergency blankets. You can use one to stay warm, another one to create a shelter with, or have a backup. These are great, cheap, lightweight emergency items to have. Water purification tablets. Threw in a couple more little mini flashlights. If you can't have enough light, enough source of the light, maybe hand one to somebody. Maybe one breaks. You know, 1 is none, 2 is 1, 3 is 2. Lighter. Maybe you need to make a fire. Purify water. Signal. Heat. Keep you warm. Another flashlight here. This is a good LED light. Battery lasts a long time. Small, compact. Multi-tool. And these have so many great uses. These are something small to something big. These can get you out of a jam. You know, everybody knows these have got knives, can openers in here, screwdrivers. Knife, little saw. These are just a great item to have. These are cheap. You know, you can get these on eBay for $15-16. This isn't high quality, but you know, it's not a bad one. This is gonna get me out of a bind, I'm sure, if I ever needed it. Up in the front here, to go along with the pens, you got a little notepad. You know, you can write down. You got to leave a note for somebody, or writing down where you're going, directions. The time you put your filters on, took medication. This is a great little notepad to have here. Went in through just in case we had to wear just regular shoes. These are some little booties you can wear. Tyvek booties. They're not something you'd want to walk very long in, but this is just another option, you know, just to get you by if you needed to. Uses a M291 military decontamination kit. Some of this stuff I'll do videos on, and there's also already videos out there, but these are little like charcoal kits you'd use to rub all over your face, your hands, wherever you had exposed skin, to help decontaminate you. And the same goes with the this packet here. This is the M295 decontamination kit. This is good for cleaning yourself off as well. Your equipment, your mask. Use this. You pat it on. If you have like wet spots or anything like around your mask, your hands, right when you're getting ready to take off, the places that you're going to be exposed when taking your gear off. Went in through a little set of wet wipes in here, just to clean up, you know, especially after you did some decon. Clean your mask off yourself, and if you had to go in the bush and do the old dirty deed. On this side here, I just threw it down in dirty little first aid kit. There's nothing major in here, just some Band-Aids, some Advil, some triple antibiotic ointment. Some basic stuff, some gauze. There's nothing really crazy in here. Just a simple little first aid kit. It's better than, this is better than one of those you buy at Walmart for 15 bucks. Again, with the first aid bandage, I got a trifold triangular bandage. These are great. You can use this for a lot of different reasons. You can purify water, limbs, broken limbs, head wounds. Pressure bandages. These are a great item to have. Down here, kind of gets a little weird on this one, but if you're going to be wearing your gear here for a day or two, you know, you don't want to have to keep taking it off if you have to use the restroom. So what I did is, you know, each person, you know, I added a set of diapers. You know, you don't think about stuff like that, but you don't want to be in a contaminated area and you have to take your gear off. So I went ahead and had the forethought of just going, well, you know what? There's some adult diapers I can put on here. My wife has her size, my kid has his size. You know, I made a pack for each one of us, but they're customized for each one as well. You know, we all have different heights, different feet size, hands, head size. So there's just things you need to be prepared for, and I think this is kind of a weird one, but it is something to think about. You know, you don't want to take your gear off in a hot zone and just to go to the bathroom. So back to this bag here. In here, that goes along with my gas mask. Now these Avon gas masks, they come in 3 different sizes. They come in a small, medium, and a large. I'm good. They say most people, 80% of people can wear a medium, and I'm right there. I can wear a medium. I could probably wear a large. My wife, she fits right in a medium just fine. Our son, he's 8, so he's wearing a small, and he's been able to fit in that small since he was probably 6 years old. They do have a drink tube inside. This drink tube here. It actuates. That tube right there. So you can turn it towards your mouth and away from your mouth right here by this little actuator. And that way you can stay hydrated. You don't take your mask off. That was a nice deal I loved about this mask. Plus it's got just that really broad capability of having a great vision right there. There's several wipes in here if you needed to clean off your mask. Some more here. glass cleaner. To, if you keep touching it, you can still keep your lens clean, vision, seeing things, communication. It all goes together. These are potassium iodide tablets. These are something you would take only in the event of a nuclear event. It's something that's not going to help you, chemical or biological. If you were way out of the hot zone, you wouldn't want to take these. They do have side effects. Check with your doctor, especially before you even think about getting these, especially for children. You don't want to damage your kids or overdose on them. There are side effects. I'm not a doctor, but I'm telling you, just check on these. But as far as a nuclear event, you would want to have these. You also have another backup set of the same thing. These are isotope potassium iodide tablets. Protects your thyroid. Just some more little cloth here to clean your lens off. Maybe your gloves. Wipe your face. Some like baby powder. This is good to put on your hands before you put your cotton gloves on. Keep that moisture from building up. You get the old soggy hands in there from the rubber gloves, even if you have the cotton gloves on. So you kind of just go in and cover your hands with the baby powder. Also in here, I got something unique. This gas mask has a communications kit on here to where you can actually plug it in here on the front. Plug this on in the front, and I'll show you here in a little bit. I've done all this, and it actually has a microphone on the inside. See the gray. Gray microphone on the inside. Right. And you put this on the outside, and it's an external speaker, and it helps protect your voice a little bit. Alright, so going back to the hydration, you're going to have I have two different canteens on here. And these are set up to ride with the M50 gas mask. These are Avon M50 canteen caps. This mask is specific only for these. These won't work on any other gas mask. What you do is you take your hydration tube off here, and you just plug it into the canteen. And on this style, you would have to hold the canteen up to get a gravity flow of water down to you, and help keep you hydrated. What I also found to go along with that is that Camelback also makes an adapter that fits the M50 gas mask. It's a Type A adapter. And it just simply clicks on here, and then you were able to click that right on, and you can wear that on your back. You don't have to worry about having a positive pressure flow to your mask as far as the canteen. So you can just wear this on your back. You can set the pack on the next to you if you were driving down the road, or just plug into it when you needed to and just suck out water just like you would a regular hydration pack. Gives you, I think there's 2 liters of water that can hold in here. This is, gives you a good little source of water right here. And on the inside, right in here, I have a filter. So this would help filter out any contaminants that might be in there. A 0.1 micron filter in here. This is the MSR filter the military uses. And along with that, I have a specific Camelback reservoir. It's a ChemBio reservoir. This is made to resist and stop any chemical or biological contaminants from seeping into your water storage in there, to help keep you, keep giving you a clean source of water. This is, the military uses this as well. You can get these on Amazon. And this, in conjunction with this filter, it's going to help keep giving you a clean water source. Now, as far as radiation, no, it's not going to stop radiation. There's pretty much nothing here that's going to stop radiation to begin with. The only thing that's going to do that is time distance shielding. You need to get yourself away. It is a barrier. It is a shielding barrier. You're better off wearing all this than nothing. But it's not going to completely stop it. You need to get yourself protected. Find some dense objects to get behind. But this is a great little deal here. It helps keep giving you a clean source of water. Now on this side right here, I have a M256A2 chemical detection kit. These are made to open up, and I'll do a video on these, and I'll make the hydration pack. I'll do one more in depth on that in the mask. But these are used to sample the air or liquids or anything you've come in contact with, to test and see if there is some type of contamination around you, and if so, what it is, so you know how to handle it. It comes with a operational instructional book. It's very helpful, and it also came with a set of M8 chemical detection paper. It's something that you can use to rub on something, your arm, your gear, or some objects, and test your what kind of contaminants you're in as well. A lot of stuff in this little bag. And on this side, I have another testing kit. This is the M9 detection paper. This would be something like, it's more like tape. Again, I'll do a video on this. It's more like tape, something you would wrap around your arms, let it stick out, and maybe your legs as well. That way you're grabbing samples from the air, whatever objects you're rubbing against, bushes, buildings. You can use that, and it'll change colors, start showing you if the air is contaminated. I went ahead and threw an extra set of M8 detection paper in here as well. And I do have a book. This is for the M256A2 chemical detection kit here. It's kind of a user manual, how to use it, store it. Just a great little deal I have here. Good little something to read when you have nothing to do, waiting for everything to change. Now I also went ahead, just in case you get back into a more normal or stabilized environment and you don't need the gas mask, I can switch back, still use the water filtration system on the bladder, and go back to a regular bite mouth, ditch the type A filter water adapter, and just go straight to a regular bite mouth adapter, put it right in there. Alright guys, here I am with a complete setup on. This is going to be a little test of the DPU, the voice projection unit here with the internal microphone. This kind of gives you an idea of what it's like to talk with the mask on, about how good your quality is, your range. You know, communication is a huge key, especially in a stressful situation like this, I'm sure. So let's
let's just do a little practice run here to give you a difference between with and without the microphone. So this would be a test. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Testing. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Testing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Testing. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. This voice projection unit here kind of gives you that ability to continue to communicate, maybe lower the stress level down to a manageable level. As you can see, I have the hydration bladder connected with the Type A adapter from Camelback to the mask. I'm able to hydrate. I can actuate the hose towards and away from my mouth. Like right here, I can drink. So let's go ahead and do a pan and see what we got here. Alright guys, this is going to be a continuation of our communications. We also run the Dale UV5R push-to-talk radios. We can use them as a push-to-talk, but for this purpose, we're also running with throat mics. Keep your hands free. Right now I'm currently wearing a throat mic. It's running, wires running up through there. This wraps around your throat. Have the earpiece, just like you see the CIA or whatnot, so you can hear it back. It's a very effective form of communication. It's quiet. You don't get radio feedback. And here we go. So I got the second radio here. I'm going to turn my VPU off.
So this is me talking without the VPU on. Now I have the capabilities with this push to talk. It's coming here on my chest. To not have this radio in my hand, I can have it set up here. See how to stick it right here so where I'm not touching it. And I can push this radio here and I can talk to this radio.
Testing, testing. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Testing, testing. So this gives me the ability to be away from my family, to check on some disturbance, getting supplies, and I still have communication. We can be up to, as far as we track these, about 3 miles on flat land, and still have the ability to communicate. So with the throat mic, it just alleviates you having to carry this in your hand.
Alright guys, well, just got one last item here. This is going to be a compass. This would go along with your maps that we carry in here. If there was some type of catastrophe, there's probably a pretty good chance their cell phones are going to be down. Computers, internet, what we've become so accustomed to, having some electronic device tell us how to get from point A to point B, might not be there. And a lot of people know how to read a map, let alone how to use a compass, so these are a good item to have. I suggest you get one and put it in your bug out bag. Just throw one in your glove box in your car. These are cheap, easy to use. You can learn how to use these on the internet. When I put these bags together as well, I figured that would be a stressful situation. I might not be home, so I wanted my family to have something if they needed to grab it and go, they could. So it's not all scattered around. It's not a cardboard box here. It's not a piece of it there. Everything's all together. I customized them for each person. Again, we all have different heights, different size feet, different size heads, hands. So each one's customized for each individual user. I went ahead and put them all in the woodland camouflage pattern backpacks. That way, I would imagine that would be a stressful day that you'd be overlooking things right in front of you. So if it's in a Woodland Camo pack or bag, it's designated for our Cbrn gear. And I went as far as to, I put the Velcro name tape on the front here, Cbrn, right? And then each person has their own individual name on there. There's not like a cool call sign to have on your pack on a dangerous day. But that way, we don't try to get our son mixed up with my wife and me mixed up with my son. I'm not trying to put his gear on. I'm sure it'd be a very confusing, nervous moment if we ever had to truly use this, and I hope we never do. Well, I hope you guys like this video. Hope this helps you and helps you decide what you need if you've been looking for something, and gives you some good ideas. If you like this video, hit that like button and subscribe. I plan on putting some more gear out, and some of the items in here I will make some separate videos for, just to kind of break them down and be more detailed. Well, thank you guys for watching, and always be prepared and be the solution.